What's up, WNBA Kicks? This is Josh Okogie. This is my spot. Let's take a tour. See, my oldest brother, he bought a basketball goal when he was in high school. I was a little kid, maybe second grade, and he wanted to kind of learn how to play basketball, but he got busy a lot, so he didn't get a lot of time to play basketball. So I would go outside and shoot some hoops on my own, and it was really nothing to do in the summertime other than watch TV pretty much, and that gets boring because shows become repetitive. So I think that's how I just fell in love with basketball. When I just started, I didn't really have the best basketball swag because I didn't know what a lot of the hoopers like to wear. So that's kind of why I like kicks now. It's kind of like bring sentimental value. Like back then, I couldn't get all the kicks I wanted. So now that God's blessed me, I can kind of explore that avenue a little bit more. I played for ABC. Then Eric Snow, he had an AAU team called the Georgia Spartans. I played with them. Like I said, it's all the same people. We just under different names. Then we kind of linked into Southern Stampede. And then after that, I left there and I ended up playing with CP3, and which is a Jordan team. That's kind of another reason why I kind of fell in love with Jordan, because I've been surrounded by it for a long time. That was crazy because that's my first time flying. First of all, a lot of times we used to drive buses to the games, but now you're talking about flying to practice. That was kind of my first experience where I was like, oh snap, basketball can actually take you a lot of places, and it was really fun. It was fun, and playing with a lot of high profile guys. I had a teammate that was on that same team who's in the league now, and Harry Giles, great guy. There's a lot of good guys on that team. Another one of my teammates was just SEC Player of the Year, Grant Williams. Tariq Gilbert, who was a McDonald's All-American. Darnell Rogers, who was my high school teammate my senior year. So there's a lot of great guys who was on that team with me. So those recruit process for me was fun. First of all, I wasn't the highest recruited or highest ranked guy, in the state of Georgia. But I think it was fun because, a lot of guys, people don't understand how hard it is to get into college and to go, Division I. So, after I played with CP3, I narrowed my three choices to Kansas State, Tennessee, and Georgia Tech. And I ended up choosing Georgia Tech because it's close to home, for one. They're in the ACC, which I think, is the best basketball conference in the country. My favorite poster dunk was when we played Wright State, and I went to the rack and I tried to shoot a jump shot, but they kind of stripped it, and I got the ball back and jumped off 2 feet, and I dunked it. So that's probably, I would say, my best dunk. A lot of great players were going into this draft this year, and knowing, our kind of the biggest question is, am I ready or not? And I feel like it was scary in the sense of, if I test the waters, okay, I can come back to school, but if I make a decision to stay, it's like there's no turning back. Obviously, if you go second round, this may happen. My agent's still telling me everything's gonna be all right, just relax and have fun. So it's my family and friends at the venue, and we were just waiting, and the 20th pick came, and they called my name, and it was just that was the best moment of my life, hands down. I was at my press conference with the Timberwolves, and we got to the gift shop, where they had all the Minnesota Timberwolves and the Minnesota Lynx gear, and we were picking some things out, and I seen a Maya Moore jersey, and I was like, I gotta get this because she's from here as well, with the Collins Hill. So I get the jersey, and then later on that day they were like, we going to a Lynx game. It was a team with Sue Bird, Seattle. It's Seattle, yeah, I think it was Seattle. And I'm like, you know what? And I actually brought these shoes. I don't know why I brought these shoes. I never bring these anywhere on a road trip. So I brought them, and I'm like, okay, it's a blue jersey. I got some blue shoes. I got some blue jeans. Bet, we good. So let me go ahead and rock this Maya Moore jersey, show her some love. A lot of times people will be like, I don't want to watch women's basketball because, women, they're not as fast, they're not as strong. But it's a physical, they still play the same physical game we do. It's just as fast, it's just as entertaining. And women can play. I think that's a big misconception of today's women NBA. They can really play, and it's fun watching them. It was really fun. This is Josh Okogie, Minnesota Timberwolves, and these are my top 5 sneakers on WNBA Kicks. I'm a big fan of ones. These are the top 3. Gold. So I like how they mismatch. The inside of this shoe matches the outside of this shoe, and vice versa. Second shoe in my top 5, Bread 11s. I feel like if you're really into sneakers, these are a must-have, classic. Third shoe in my top 5 gotta be the Trophy Rooms. It's a great shoe, and I think the reason why I like these shoes so much is it's different. It's not your typical shoe. Fourth shoe in my top 5 gotta be the Supreme 5s. Part of the spelling of Supreme on the inside of the middle right here. Last shoe in my top 5 gotta be the Pinnacle 1s. I would say that because I'm a fan of 1s, but also these 1s are just different. Josh Okogie, all right, WNBA Kicks. See you later on this season. I'm out.